Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Last night we had a great game. These guys put on a good show. I'm Coach Marion here on the Rmnfl network. I am definitely keeping it real. Sometimes keeping it real gets you in trouble. I have the new commissioner for this second season here, the Colts, Mr. Will R. How you doing, Will?
I'm good. Good morning to you all. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. I know you had a chance to watch that game last night. It was definitely a thrill to see these guys rock it out last night. For some reason, I don't know why, but I felt like I lost watching the Browns take that L last night.
I mean, well, it was a tough loss for him, but Pacheco, as being the champion, came up with the winning plays. Just how it go. It was a good game between both guys, though. It's hard to beat a guy 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that's the part that surprised me, and I felt like when you get up ahead of somebody that beat you 3 times or 2 times, that 3rd time you got to take every opportunity to beat the player that's in front of you. And I felt like this is what I felt like. I felt like when it came down for the crucial calls, the smart calls, starting with the kickoff return, I felt like up by 10 and you got the ball at the half, I felt like you should have just downed the ball instead of trying to be greedy. What do you think about that kickoff return for the fumble?
Well, I mean, you can't. It's hard when you're trying to fight for those extra yards, but at the same time, as I've been watching the Browns, I've never seen him take a knee on the kickoff. And I mean, you don't want to stop being who you are. You know what I mean? If you stay aggressive, then you play that way. Don't scared money don't make money. So, if that makes sense.
I don't know. On the coaching standpoint, I'm going in the huddle before that kickoff is kicked, and I'm saying, hey, listen, guys, this is the deal. Get the kickoff return. We'll just put ourselves a good, solid drive. We're up by 10. We can either make it keep continuing to make it a 2-score game, or make it a 3-score game. Kneel the ball.
Oh yeah, you got to protect the football. That's why I said when he was fighting for those extra yards, he needs to know to go down right there. There's nothing. You couldn't break a tackle in a crowd of people like that. So you just need to hit that R1 button and just go down.
And this is what I'm watching here. Was the first fumble by the Ravens. If you want to pop it on the screen there on the Discord, but when it's 14-7 here, I'm feeling pretty good. If I'm the Browns going in, then I'm gonna get this guy. And we actually came to that flyer. He kicked the field goal, but then this came, and this was the turning point right here.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Yeah, from there it was over. It was over. I think we have Damar aboard. Just wait for him to pop in the Discord. That fumble almost killed me. Yes, that's Pacheco talking about that fumble almost killed him. Yeah, it was definitely a good game. I guess Pacheco proved why he is. I don't want to say was yet. So we got to still say is the Super Bowl championship winner of last year.
Yeah, I mean the championship mentality came out at the end.
Right.
4-quarter drive to win the game.
Right. We got to get Damar to jump in the Discord, and we'll be straight. But he's there. He's there. In the end, the Ravens, locked it up. Tied it up on this play right here. Little simple play. And I tell you what, who stung up, who really stepped up and did its work was Gus Edwards. 18 carries, 123 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, he was a bruiser.
Yeah, big time bruiser. How you doing, Damar? Damar didn't get in here. Here at this point right now, we're all tied up. But definitely was a good game. What's Wasiko saying? When I make Kareem Hunt fumble, it was used. When I can make Kareem Humble fumble, that's yeah. I don't know how you do it, man. You somehow know how to hit those hit that controller. But here's another way of him coming back. 24-17 here in the fourth quarter. True championship. Making this drive happen. He looked so comfortable doing it. That was the worst part about it. Just looked so comfortable.
Now, I would have a question for the Browns at the end when Fasico was kicking the field goal. Why didn't he call a timeout to try to freeze the kicker? Because you never know what can happen. You know, I know it was 2 seconds left. I would have at least spent the timeout just to see if I can freeze the kicker.
On that play there, he just scored, but this is another big play. That 4th and inches, he lines up in a tight formation, and then from here it was over. Great pass there. Just does it, man. Plays it smart, kept the ball in the middle of the hashes. And then at this point, it's done.
Yeah, you see, but I would have spent that time out, you know.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He threw 20 passes, completed 19. That right there is telling me that the Ravens is gonna rip through that AFC. Sorry, Will.
Oh, I mean, hey, you know, everybody entitled to their own opinion, man. We can't get upset about that.
Oh, moving on. We have another game that's played. The New York Giants is going to take on Seattle. Seattle had an opportunity of beating him in week 4. Okay? And Seattle done shocked the world already, taking out the Packers. So he took out the Giants, he took out the Packers, took out some other teams. No one has a chance of losing this game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, anytime you step on the sticks, you have a chance of losing. I just feel like Noah's gonna be looking for revenge from losing a close game on their first matchup, and the way it ended, you know, kind of left a bad taste in his mouth. So I think he wants to avenge that loss by more than 7 points, more than 14, I should say.
So in other words, it's just going to be a clobber fest by Noah.
Hey, I'm not a psychic, but you know, that's what it feels like. I can feel it in the air. He's trying to upper room him.
Who sang that song, Damar? I can feel it in the air. Anybody know?
I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Coming in. Phil Collins. Yeah. No one says it will not happen again. Will not happen again.
That's what I'm saying, man. He out for blood.
Uh-huh. You see.
I said, no, out for blood.
Uh-huh. That game is going to be played at 6 o'clock, 6:30, 1 of the 2. But it will be played. Looks like we got a triple game today. And I don't know what's going to happen in that game. We got to get some of our broadcast people to step up and try to come claim some of these games, because I don't know if I could do all 3. I'm just going to keep that real. So that Giants Seattle game, hopefully somebody steps up. What happened to you last night, Damar?
Family problems, man. Well, not
Yeah.
necessarily family problems, just the wife.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
get
it's
on
all
that
good.
game, yo. I keep $100 bills around for her. Hey,
Yeah,
go
no,
shopping. I'm
yeah,
just joking.
she has this thing where like whenever I take leave, I have time off. She like me to take her to work. So, if I take her to work, I gotta go pick her up. So, but
Hey, man,
it's
you
all
gotta
good.
do your daddy duties, man. Don't let
Yeah.
Madden break you down.
No.
Uh, I want to come back to another reason why I want you to watch this drive here. There's another reason why Seattle has a chance to beat Noah as we watch this next drive. Whenever you're trying to smash somebody or you're feeling embarrassed, you fight harder and you make more mistakes.
Hmm.
And this is a replay. This isn't the actual game, guys. This is the replay from week 4 that you're watching. All right. Now, it's 1st and 10 here. I just feel like a lot of this is, let's see here. Even though this is only 17 seconds left, there's a reason why Seattle won. I think sometimes Noah forces stuff when he's behind. Either he gets lucky and makes the play, or it's just doomsday. And there goes an undercut. And these are some of the reasons why I feel like Noah might get that L today. I'm gonna let you live with that all day, man. Let me let you just look at that play and remember that play. We're gonna see that a lot today. Don't get mad, man. It's just news. But anyway, I feel like
I mean,
Noah's gonna.
at the end of the day, anything can happen.
Mhm.
So it's possible. Or it could go down, but he could also come out and slaughter him. So they both just have to come and play their best game, and may the best man win.
May the best man win. Now we have another game. We won't talk about this too much because we don't want to give out things, but I will bring this little point up. Okay. Right now, we have a few teams that are at the top of the charts in passing yards. All right. All the teams that had the most passing yards, the top 5, there's only one team left. Do you know what team that is? If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. It's Lamar Jackson. Uh, Lamar Jackson's the last standing guy with the highest amount of passing yards. 4,777, 777, uh, has 49 touchdowns. That's a lot,
That is a lot. You find the end zone a lot.
especially to be the top 5. Let's see. And that's our passing leaders. The top defense right now in the league right now is the Chiefs. How would the Colts handle the Chiefs? What do you think, Damar?
I think the Colts will do just fine. Just come out and read his defense and make his adjustments off of what the defense is giving him, and then the coach should do fine. He should come out on top. So I mean, because his defense also has the coach defense also has a good chance to what you call it to make an impact early in the game. Is Mahomes sitting out or he was just fine? Because I
No,
know
no,
they
he
were.
he he's he just fine. He just fine.
Okay.
He
Yeah, I
just
mean,
fine.
yeah, he's gonna have to come out and rattle them early. On the offensive side of the ball, he's gonna have to weaken up that defense to make him, do his bidding.
Well, let me see if Will could be that coach and answer like I don't want you to answer it like Bill Belichick. You ask Bill Belichick a question, he'd be like, "What are you gonna do against the Chiefs?" We're gonna play football. So Will, here we go. Well, first,
I mean,
Will, let me just say this real quick. I'm
mhm.
gonna tell you why I think you're gonna win, and the reason why is because He's just like the Jets. They only have a couple plays. Stretch right, stretch left, dive, and he doesn't know how to get the ball downfield. So that's why I feel like you're gonna do something there. But you can tell
Um,
me.
I mean, from the video I've seen or the film I've seen on the Chiefs, like he has a great defense. I believe he has the lowest scoring. I mean, well, the lowest scoring defense. Like I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he has nobody really scores that many points on him. So and we don't have an explosive offense. So I mean that might weigh in his favor. But like I said, we just gonna play football, man. We just gonna do whatever we can, claw, scratch, bite, whatever, to try to pull out this victory, man. And we trying to get to Baltimore. That's all I can say right now, man.
Damar, what do you got to say about that? You thinking?
Yeah.
Thinking and
I
looking
mean,
out that window again. God dog, no.
uh,
he bird watching
I,
again, y'all.
I,
Oh, go ahead.
I agree. I agree, man. Just come out, play your best game of football. You know, if you can, try and not take a whole second because a second feels like a minute. Definitely after you hike that ball, after the ball is hiked. So I mean, just try and adjust, play your game. Don't to each opponent. You know what I'm saying, don't let yourself and your coaching get pulled into the other person's game plan, because once that happens, you're done for. So I mean,
Yeah, well,
like
I know there's only one Patrick Mahomes going to be on the field, so, and he
yeah,
definitely doesn't play in the white and blue. So,
yeah. I mean, he's a caliber. He's within the same caliber of Mahomes. I mean, not Mahomes because he is Mahomes, but Lamar Jackson.
yeah,
If you can keep him in that pocket, there's only so much he can do. The moment you let him start getting out of that pocket and he starts using his feet to make those on the run throws, now you're opening up his warehouse. Now he has, he's got more bullets to the gun. He's got more ways to kill you. So if you can keep him in a box because he's not an in the box player, then I feel like you'll do just fine. Limit him, give him what you want to give him. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him come out and take
yeah,
what he
don't
wants to
don't
take.
yeah, don't give him them edges.
Yeah.
man, that's easier said than done, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it always is, but uh, I, I feel like you got it.
So you had Musa and Snipe covering that game. Uh, I mean they saw it better than I did because I didn't see it. Big shout out to both of them again for stepping up and making that happen. There's some nice backup there. Uh, but Will, I think you got this one if you put it together and do what you got to do. But this next game we're about to talk about, this next team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and again, whew, I, all I'm gonna say is when it comes to the rushing game, I know he's not at the top of the charts. The Jets were at the top of the charts with rushing, but these last few games, the Eagles have been rushing like I don't know what. And when I tell you that, non-stop DeAndre Swift, 2,064 yards. Okay, 35 touchdowns. Is a fumbler. Got 4 fumbles. So that might be something to take into perspective. That this guy can fumble. What do you got to say about the big number 0? Anybody?
I mean, buckle your chin strap up because he coming at you. You're gonna get a heavy dose of him all game. You got to prepare for him. But I think that by the Bears being at home might be to his advantage, but we'll see.
How can you say how can you say someone with the rushing game? I think that's better. I if you got a rushing game, I think that's better than the snow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a running game travels well. So, like I said, it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I agree.
go ahead.
No. I agree. And I get your game. Uh, the Bears is gonna have to game plan around Swift because of the stats that he put up alone. So he's just like Will said, you got to be prepared because he's coming at you full force. You know what's coming. Yeah, you might not be able to stop it, but you got to play in some kind of way. So
When he was playing the Falcons, it was 14-0 from the door. The Falcons was lost, overthrowing people. He already had an interception here. Was 3 and out multiple times. The defense was all over. Although I know the end was close, but it really wasn't close. It was pretty much what do you want to call that? When somebody comes back because of the score. I think the Eagles put the brakes on too soon. That's what I think.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe he got a little complacent,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he's going to be fully focused next game.
I'm not even an Eagles fan, and I know he's going to win this game. That's the sad part. That's the sad part.
Let's see, man. We'll see.
Crazier things have happened. I wouldn't count Edwin out. I wouldn't count him out.
Nah,
But they both
man.
Super
I'm
Bowl
gonna tell you,
champions.
the long ball is not there anymore. The deep ball is gone.
Really?
The game is totally different now.
Because I remember a couple seasons ago, Edwin was beating everybody over the top. Like it was to a point to where you could run every coverage, every adjustment in your playbook, and he would find a way to beat you with the long ball, and it was insane. But I feel like that's since I've been in the league, that's always been his go-to.
This
So
game is different though.
yeah,
We,
if he doesn't have it, he's got to come correct. Don't come at all.
the wide receivers with all the speed is not there anymore. They don't get away like they used to. The corners are a lot smarter. You can't throw the ball that accurate, throwing it deep. It's not an automatic thing anymore. With us not having heat seeker, ball hawk, CPU assist, player, the momentum of the game on, that stuff makes a difference, man.
Yeah.
If you watch this defensive play here, Pitts being double covered here in a 5 wide. A lot of guys get yards off of this. 3rd and 15. He was all over him. Everything was always covered. And the game was bad at the half. Even though it was 45-35, it still was a bad game. Because the Eagles was up.
Yeah, just from looking at that last play, man, he had a lot of he had opportunities, but they were very small. Like you said, everything was covered. So I mean, if Ritter wasn't hitting them in stride, then that ball wasn't getting there. So
Right.
obviously it didn't because look at the outcome of the game. So
Well,
Yep.
you there, Will?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, here's our playoff picture once again. As we move on and wait for this next game, I want to say good luck to Will for this next game.
Yeah, I'm going to need it, man.
You're going to need it. Yes, indeed. But moving forward, guys, as we approach the end of the season, Will, the commissioner for this season, is asking you guys a favor so we can speed things up because all you guys, including myself, Damar, A lot of teams ain't even in the playoffs, and all we're doing right now is just sitting around waiting. Read the message and read it clear, so we don't have to sit in that free agency week. Let's try to be a little bit ahead of the ball game. All right, Will, what you got to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can, we can have a speedy off season. As it's not going to be speedy, but it can move a little bit faster if we don't have to wait in the re-sign period for a whole day, just by signing guys.
Yep. Now, as guys start approaching and talking about trades, we want to keep this in mind too, guys. All these trades can happen, and we're going to be using Neon. And remember, 25 points. You have to come within 25 points to get that trade to work. Because trades aren't easy in the NFL, and they're not easy. They shouldn't be easy here. You don't like it? Resign. Let me know your team is available, and we'll get somebody in the seat. That's what we gotta do. Now, there's one thing I noticed. We want to talk about this as well. Guys should not be holding no more than 6 cornerbacks and 6 wide receivers on your active 53 roster. Nobody should have 10, 11 wide receivers just sitting there holding, and you're not using them, just picking them up, keeping them away from other people. So if you're one of those guys, you might as well start getting used to it, because next season we're not having it. So make sure when you draft, you're drafting right, the way you need it. There's all that holding player stuff so other players don't get the guys is unacceptable. Everybody should have some type of backups, because injuries will be on. So you better have your depth chart ready. And who's saying Julio? Julio, they're calling you out, dog. Yo, my man, where is it at? I don't want to pull it up. My man got, I'm going to pull it up. He got, is it 11 corners? Come on, dog. You're supposed to be like one of the big top dudes, man. We can't be doing that.
Right now, he has 11 corners?
There's 11 corners on his roster, and we got to get rid of that. That's not good. So everybody starts searching everybody's rosters and seeing if they got mad corners, mad wide receivers. I could see like 6, 7, but when you start hitting up in them double digits, that's a problem.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna play 11 corners a game. The league doesn't. The league won't even allow you to put those players into position. So, I mean, and it's just all about being fair, honestly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wide receivers, that's not too bad. But when you go corners, man, who else does that? Fasico? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 corners. Now we're gonna have to drop that down. The biggest thing and the biggest reason why we gotta drop that down. Look at the speed. 99. 99. You talk about 299 DBs, 296s, 3, 4, 5, and you still ain't in the playoffs. That is no joke, man. What is wrong?
I mean, did these guys pay Madden for their stats to be boosted like that? Because
I don't understand it. How do you get that? There's got to be some trick. There's got to be some trick.
Not even that. If these guys have a 99 speed, let's just pull up how the Jets got the brakes beat off them last night. You know what I'm saying? So like,
no, what I'm trying to see is how comes nobody else in the Rmnfl has that many? Seattle does. 1. How do you get that many? How do you get those? Is there a trick? No, seriously, is there some type of glitch, hack?
No, I mean, it's in your coaching. You probably have it in your coaching tree. You know, if you're doing good coaching and getting points, you can upgrade your guys. Coaching his guys up, man. You know,
Is that what it is?
That's
yeah.
that's probably what it is.
Well, it's the
He's
only
probably
team in the league that has that many. Man, we
maybe
top out at
maybe
93.
maybe he got tired of getting beat deep, so he's like he became a cornerback coach rather than a head coach.
90. Well, you got 98, 96, but that's it. Just two.
Yeah, he's got
94, 93. But man, man, you still don't explain why they're not in the playoffs with that kind of speed on the defense. Nothing should get by you. And when there is a toss play, them corners should be breaking down. So obviously, it's not all about. Oh, Noah got a lot. He got one, two, three corners with that kind of four. I mean, y'all got some tricks. Y'all gonna have to talk to the whole league about how y'all doing it. So
I
we.
think what it is because I think this is just a I'm just kind of putting it out in the air. So you know how after every game your each individual players get their little XP points. I think what they're doing is they're going in for each individual player and emphasizing on where they want those freaking extra points put at. So that and like I said, it's just a
Wait,
hypothetical.
you got one left linebacker, one right tackle. Who has one right tackle in the whole NFL? Come on.
No, man.
I mean, hey, but we were following the active roster for the NFL, so that's probably just what it is.
Does the Jets have one? Okay, the Jets have one right tackle.
Well, no, they don't have one right tackle, but hey,
Let's keep it real, man. We're gonna keep it real. We gotta keep it real.
yeah, hey, you got a point.
You know what I mean? The whole league. You can't have the whole league doing something and only one player not. One right tackle. Will, you taking charge this year, man. You gotta straighten this league up, dog. Come on, don't have me step back up in here. I don't want to step back up in here. I do
But
not want to step back up in here. This
it
is
was like that when
unacceptable.
you left, man.
This is up to unacceptable.
You left it like that. what, what you
It
want?
is unacceptable. Come on now.
He said, "I'm
Yeah,
just taking the plate that was given to me."
yeah, you left it like this, man.
Yo, come on now. I don't be paying attention to this roster stuff, man. I got other things to worry about. But this definitely opened my eyes with all these messages I've been sent a lot of messages today. This league's got to be the great, man. We can't do that.
Go ahead and spill.
I'm gonna be the greatest of all time.
That's what Julio said. I want to be the greatest of all time. So he he cut all his guys. Where you at, Julio? Stop doing this stuff to us. George Bush a mess. Look at Obama's taking over. Who's taking over? Look, man, I did not see this stuff, man. Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta come at me a little bit better when y'all coming, because if y'all start throwing stuff at me like all at once, I don't see this stuff. But now that I get to sit back and Will's telling me what to write up, now it's all making sense. Why you quiet, Will?
Oh no, I ain't quiet, man. I'm always about fair play, so
So if that was fair play, why didn't you tell me about that a while back?
Oh well, see, you turned off the injury, so it's available for people to stack up on one spot because nobody's gonna get injured. So you can have one left tackle, and it won't hurt you in the first season because we don't do injuries on. But we gonna fix it. I mean, it's easy to fix.
Yo, Fasika said, Foster, you left George Bush a mess for Will to fix it. For Obama and Will to fix it. Oh man, this is crazy, bro. We gotta start researching every roster and figure out how there's only 2 teams in the Rmnfl that got 4 players with that kind of speed. So when I see stuff like that, man, damn sure. If you're cheating, I want the cheaters to get knocked out. That's what I want. So I got all my underdogs. No, you're getting beat today. All right, man. I guess that's it, man. We can call it a day. I hope nobody get mad. Who's gonna be the first one to get mad at me? Who's gonna be the first one? My bad. I done caused something. But I tell you what, you gotta fix that roster, dog. You my boy still, but you can't be doing that. Talk about I'm here for the league. Yes, you is. You is. Anyway, that's our time. I hope you guys joined in today. We got the bird watcher, Mr. Damar. And we got Will with the skills, the new commissioner of Rmnfl, who you guys voted, and it wasn't me that voted. It was the MVP of the year, of last year and this year. He's taking over for this season to give me a nice break. Don't go nowhere, guys, in the chat, but this is the Keeping It Real show. We just kept it real. Might have called out a couple, but my name is Coach Marion. This is the Rmnfl Network. We shall see you tonight at 6 o'clock or 6:30. We're going to be around. Peace, y'all.
Take it easy. Enjoy y'all day, man.